could do recovery on my own. I couldn't. This is the part of my story I was scared to tell, but honestly, it might be the one that you need to hear. Back in 2022, I picked up Sick Enough by Dr. Jennifer Gaudiani, one of the first eating disorder recovery books I've ever read. And honestly, it scared the hell out of me. It felt like a horror novel, except it was my reality. I had to put it down a couple of times. Whole chapters, had to skip them, because she was describing symptoms I was actively living through. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't just sick. I was on the verge of death. My body wasn't just struggling, it was shutting down. And for the first time, I was scared. So here was my therapist's challenge. I told my therapist I wanted help, but I was terrified of treatment. And she said, I want you to commit to one thing. This will be hard, but I know you can do it. I said, okay, what is it? She said, disable your activity tracker on your watch. My eyes, they probably bugged out of my head because I was obsessed with that tracker. But I did it, and I lasted 7 months. And then I went right back to it like it was a drug. So she suggested something else, a recovery coach. And she was right. I found one through the Carolyn Costin Institute. The link is in the description. And after talking to 5 or 6 coaches, I finally found my person, a total badass from New York who had recovered from anorexia. She helped me eat foods I thought were off limits forever. She started helping me reframe my entire mindset before I even knew what reframing meant. But we only met like once a week, and that was my choice. But honestly, it just wasn't enough. I made a little progress, and then I slipped right back. And after 20 plus years of an eating disorder, I needed more. I was deep in. So eventually I relapsed hard. And of course, I did what I always did. I reached for another book, hoping that it would somehow fix everything. It was called The Weight of Beautiful by Jackie Goldschneider. And reading it, it felt like flipping through the pages of my own journal. The same thoughts, the same behaviors, same obsessions. She talked about her dangerously low heart rate. And I was literally reading that on my way down to the basement to jump on the treadmill. So of course, I checked my heart rate. It was scary low. My first thought, should I work out today? Followed immediately by, well, I was fine yesterday, so maybe just like a short run. And this is what we do. We negotiate with danger. That moment was the start of my rock bottom. Being thin was my identity for 26 years. Without it, who even was I? I'd say stuff to my therapist like, what if I recover? I'm still mean. What if I'm still selfish and annoying, but now I'm just in a bigger body? And she looked at me and said, well, it sounds like you'll be scared of who you be when you recover. And yeah, she nailed it, because the truth was, I already didn't like myself. So the idea of gaining weight and still hating who I was, that's devastating. She and I never really clicked. So when she finally said, I don't think I can help you anymore, I think you need inpatient treatment, it kind of felt like one more sign that I was hitting rock bottom. But weirdly, it was kind of freeing. Like, I was accepting, this is it. Like, it's time. I need to get help. And if you're considering treatment or scared of taking that step, check out my other video, What I Wish I'd Known Before Inpatient Treatment. It's linked in the description and on screen right now. Recovery is not perfect. It's messy, it's painful, and there are days when I asked, why am I even doing this? But then something shifted. I felt joy for the first time ever. I didn't love my body, but I was okay with it. And honestly, that was huge. When I was thin, I still hated my stomach. I'd wear oversized sweaters to cover myself up. Looking back now, I'm like, what was I even thinking? But today, I can look at my body without obsessing over every inch. I'm not spiraling over how I look or constantly trying to hide it. And let me tell you, that is the best feeling in the world. And here's the truth. You can read all the books, binge all the podcasts, watch every recovery video, but if you don't act, then nothing will change. And recovery takes more than information. It takes action. I waited until I crashed, and even then I wasn't ready, but I did it anyway. And here's my message to you. There is no such thing as being sick enough. If you're even asking the question, am I sick enough to need help? Then the answer is a loud and clear yes. is going to be tough. And yes, you will want to give up. But trust me, on the other side of this struggle, there is joy. There is a life worth living. Thank you for watching. Oh, and check out the resources I mentioned below. One might actually be what you need right now. Until next time.